Well, welcome back to part 4A of the Minnow and the repair of the sail spar yoke to the main mast. When I went through the last video, I realized that you could not see in detail some of the cutout of the yoke, so I'm going to try and do this short video in a close-up as I can. So thank you for being patient. So like I said, we've cut out a blank about 5/8 by 7/8, and it's oversized, and we cut this out of that 1/8 board. And then we have to make a template to cut out for the yoke, and for that I had to use, as best I could, the old yoke from the Spar, because that was attached like that to the old Spar. So there we have a yoke. It's a rough yoke. Best to be oversized because we can take off but we can't add on, because it means going back to the drawing board. So the next process is to drill the hole to go around the main spar, and two small holes to allow for the beads to run up and down the mast. So here we are, we've got our template, and we've cut out a 1/4 inch hole at the base of the yoke, and we have cut in 1/8 holes to the left and to the right of the yoke. It is best to remove this material using the fine model saw. If you use a utility knife, modeling knife, this may well break and you have to start again. Remove the excess around the yoke with sandpaper. Don't try and cut it off. Use a sandpaper, just rough it in until we end up something like this. So all the excess material has been taken off on the first shaving, and same here, 1/4 inch hole cut down each side with a modeling knife. Now when this goes on to the old spar, we have to cut in a slit to allow for the new yoke, and this will also remove the old yoke at the same time. If there's any shoulder left of the old yoke, cut it off first. So we're going to slot that in, sort of square it up, and before we do any gluing or anything, we're going to offer it up to the mast. In this case I've used a bit of 1/4 inch dowel. So if you can see, it goes around pretty freely. Don't forget to allow for any paint that you may put on, because it will be a bit thicker, so take a little bit more off. So when we look at the yoke that I made earlier, here you go, this is the one I made earlier. I fitted a brass eyelet for the rigging for later. Oops. And here I fed thread through, rigging rope through, tied a knot underneath, included. Put on 3 beads and put the rigging rope through the hole and tied it off at the bottom, and then just put a dab of super glue on there. Table's not very square. So as you can see, it does move freely around and it goes up and down. So I hope that this has clarified the last video a bit better. Thank you for watching.